Hello everyone, Juan here. I am a faculty member of your Yoga Flow. And before I start, please subscribe to the channel. And also in the description, you'll see an exclusive link to receive free practices from our faculty. So let's begin our downward dog tutorial. So one thing that happens a lot in downward dog, or one cue that teachers say a lot in downward dog is, so imagine that, so this is downward dog, first of all. So my arms are above the head. So if my arms are above the head, one cue that we tend to say a lot as teachers, and I've said this many times, is to press the shoulders down. This creates space between the ears and the shoulders. Now, if you do this with me, if you sit down and then put the shoulders down and bring the hands up, and then take a deep inhale, and then take a deep exhale. So just keep that kinesthetic memory in your mind. Now, release your hands. Let the shoulders just be relaxed. Don't press them down, just let them be relaxed. And with the shoulders relaxed, just bring your arms up without pressing the shoulders down, and take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Now, I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm just saying, or at least for me, it feels like this variation where I don't have to press the shoulders down then allows for my range of motion in the rib cage to be bigger. So I can take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, and it's almost like I let the shoulder blades glide behind me, because the shoulder blades are just sitting against the back of the rib cage. So as I let the arms be up and the shoulders relax without having to press them down, then I engage less muscles, which allow for the rib cage to be able to expand and release in a way that is less restrictive. So now we're going to take this into downward dog. So come onto your hands and knees, tug the toes under, and we're going to begin by thinking about that here. So when your shoulder blades are sitting against the back of the ribs, notice if, again, you're trying to press the shoulders down away from the ears, and instead just let the shoulders be relaxed. However, don't let the rib cage sink all the way down onto the floor, because then the energy disappears. We want to have a pathway of weight that travels from the hands all the way into the shoulder blades. By letting this happen, sometimes that pathway gets lost in the shoulder blades. So we're going to slowly take the shoulder blades slightly away from each other, but without letting them be engaged with muscles around them. Basically, you want to keep the shoulder blades still nice and free behind you. So when you take a deep inhale, you still feel the shoulder blades gliding against the back of the ribs. Let's take that into downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under, float the knees off the floor as you begin to send your pelvis up toward the ceiling. Feel free to micro bend the knees. Again, my next cue here before would be to draw the shoulders back away from the ears. But instead of doing that, can you let the shoulders be relaxed? So you can take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Your head can be in line with the arms, or the head can be softened all the way down toward the floor. If your knees are bent, that's great. You're still getting a full stretch in the back of the muscles of the legs. You could also begin to press the feet down toward the floor without disrupting the spine too much. And you might feel a little bit more stretch there. Continue to shift the weight back toward the feet. So really press the hands all the way down, flatten the hands on the mat as you are shifting weight back into the feet. So you can start to feel that beautiful elongation through the spine. Keep reaching the pelvis up toward the ceiling. Notice the breath. And also see if your rib cage is completely disconnected, and use the abdominal muscles to draw the bottom of the ribs in slightly. So in a way, you're trying to keep the same curves of the spine as if you were to be standing naturally, standing upright. And then slowly, we're going to shift the weight forward, keeping the hands and fingers spread out, lower the knees down, Flatten the feet, lower pelvis to the heel, so we can take a break here in this child's pose. Forehead comes down to the floor. I'm going to stack my hands and stack the head on top of the hands. Continue to breathe. And then slowly begin to roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time, bringing both hands together. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Don't forget to subscribe, and my name is Juan. Take care. Bye.